Welcome back, squad. TRG coming at you with another video on cryptocurrencies, and today I want to talk about why cryptocurrency is not dead. Bitcoin is not dead, okay? Now, some people have been messaging me and they're like, Bitcoin has dropped $1,000 in price, like, oh, this is like, I have to pull out all of my money out of cryptocurrencies because it's just been a terrible investment. Well, I'm telling you, the game has only just begun. Okay, and today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why that is, okay? So, first off, let's switch on over to the Word document with all of these sources of information that I always like to cite, because this is not just hearsay. I like to provide facts for everything that I talk about, and so here are the top 5 reasons why. Now, the first one is because they have the support of the New York Stock Exchange, all right? And they will be opening a global ecosystem for digital assets. And so here I have the source, which is the Business Wire blog, and we're just going to switch over to that right now. So here we go. The backed ecosystem is expected to include federally regulated markets and warehousing, along with merchant and consumer applications. Its first use cases will be trading and conversion of Bitcoin versus fiat currencies, as Bitcoin is today the most liquid digital currency. The effort is designed to address evolving needs in the estimated $270 billion digital asset marketplace. All right, so now they're going to be doing buying, they're going to do selling, they're going to do holding and offer wallets and everything like that. So this is going to be a really solid platform, especially if it's being funded by the New York Stock Exchange. As we all know, they have lots of money in their pockets, so funding is definitely not an issue there. Okay, now we're going to move back over to the second supporting factor. Now, as you can see at the top here, because Goldman Sachs, along with other companies, are considering custody offerings for crypto funds. Now, this is really huge. So I'm just going to move back over to our next supporting webpage. Goldman Sachs could offer a boost for the burgeoning universe of funds betting on cryptocurrencies. The firm is considering a plan to offer custody for crypto funds, according to people with knowledge of the matter. That means the bank would hold the newfangled securities on behalf of the funds, reducing risk for clients seeking to guard against the threat of losing their investments to rogue attacks. Okay, so now check this out. This means 2 things, right? So one is they'll be holding the funds that you're going to be using for the betting, and then based on the outcome of that said bet, they will provide the profit to, or the profit or the loss to whichever individual, whether it be the one that the person that initially betted, or the company which is going to be accepting the funds because it's being registered on their platform, such as BitMEX. Now, the next thing that this is going to be really huge for is ICOs. So now, when you invest into an ICO, the company that is doing the initial coin offering is going to be holding the funds that you send in. Well, they will work like an escrow service, right? Goldman Sachs is considering working like an escrow service in between the ICO and the investor. So you would invest, and it would go to the Goldman Sachs group or the escrow service that they would have up, and then based on the ICO, if they do follow through with everything that they had agreed upon, then they would be released those funds from Goldman Sachs, or the escrow service in this case. So now, which is huge, because investing in an ICO is, you know, it's like neither here nor there. Sometimes they're sketchy, sometimes they run away with your money, and then in other cases they happen to be extremely successful, right? So this gets rid of that boundary. So that's pretty huge, especially for a big company or incorporated company like Goldman Sachs to be offering that service. All right, so now we're going to move on over to the next supporting factor, and that is because IBM, Barclays Bank, Citigroup Bank, among many others, are participating in a proof of concept for a financial blockchain app store called Ledger Connect. Okay, so here we go. Now this comes straight from CoinDesk, all right? So even private and permissioned blockchains need to build ecosystems and achieve network effects just like their permissionless public counterparts. Announced Monday, Ledger Connect is the offspring of bank-owned currency trading utility CLS and enterprise software giant IBM, and counts major banks Barclays and Citigroup among its founding members. On Ledger Connect, financial institutions will be able to access DLT-based services in areas such as know your customer processes, sanctions screening, collateral management, derivatives post-trade processing, and reconciliation and market data. So this new hub will address a connectivity gap where upstart fintechs and large tech firms alike are faced with the cost and complexity of spinning up their own distributed networks so banks can consume their various applications, according to Keith Baer, IBM's vice president of financial markets. All right, so again, that's a big deal. When IBM is jumping into the pool here, into the cryptocurrency ball game, this is going to be like huge, and he has IBM, they have banks supporting them as well, which is a huge source of funding. So this could be very, very huge, especially if they're offering this financial app store called Ledger Connect. Then many other individuals or companies or things like that are going to be able to jump into the game a lot easier. The next supporting factor I have is that the Bitcoin network hash rate has increased by over 60%. 60%, okay, in the last 3 months. So people are catching on, and they're ready to go full bore on this, right? And I'm just going to show you guys the hash rate, as you can see here. So this is just from August 5th all the way to today's date. Right, we can see it like right here. August 5th of 2017, all the way to now, which is August 4th, 2018. Okay, so now from start to finish, you can see this massive increase in hash rate. It went from 5 million terahashes, right, all the way up to, what is that, like, I think they're saying 52 quintillion, I believe. Like, man, that's just mental. Well, I guess this would be like 5.9 quintillion, all the way up to 52 quintillion. That's just crazy. That hash rate is mental, and it's increasing steadily, as you can see from the graph here. Based on all the information, the adoption, the community adoption, right? It's happening. People are catching on. The banks are catching on. The bigger guys are catching on. IBM is catching on. All of these guys with a lot of money are seeing that there's major changes in the world of finance, and blockchain technology can lead that, right? And offer those technological advancements. So this is another major supporting factor. Now, the next supporting factor I wanted to say here is Bitcoin has allegedly died 306 times and has proven that it has many more lives than a cat. All right, so right here, I've got the Bitcoin obituaries, where you can read up every article where it says that Bitcoin has died, right? That crypto is dead. All right, so if it's died 306 times, you know, I think it's got a few hundred, like, left under its belt. It's not given up, right? It's proven that it's proven that it's, you know, it's not dead. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep rising. Prices are gonna keep going up, and adoption is going to increase. So it's not dead, guys. Like. It's not over. And it's never too late to invest. If you invest in cryptocurrencies today, you know, you look at it a year from now or 2 years from now, you're going to be laughing. And that, you know what, that's what the people thought in 2017 and 2016, right? Where the prices were only $100 or $400 for a Bitcoin. Now it's worth like $10,000 Canadian for a Bitcoin, or what is it, 9,500, something like that. Right? The prices are always increasing, and adoption is increasing, and the game isn't over anytime soon. So I'm going to tell you guys straight up, if you are worried about crypto being dead, hold your investments, because you don't realize a loss until you cash it out, right? Just hold it. I mean, what's the rush, right? This is the crypto game. It's not meant for the faint of heart. By any means, but here are the supporting factors. I hope I offered a little bit more confidence in your investments and helped you realize that the crypto game isn't dying anytime soon. Okay, guys, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this content. And if you have other supporting factors that you would like to toss up there, leave them in the comment section below, because I would love to read them. There is news every day on cryptocurrencies, and it's not very difficult at all to miss a piece of supporting evidence. So again, thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Man, if you weren't aware before, I hope you're aware now. Crypto is gonna rain fire on them haters. I'm out!